We are here face to live with Swin Cash on the occasion of her return to the WNBA. And Swin, I guess the place I'd like to start is just, for you to do what you did, for you to sort of sacrifice to the team like that. What is that experience like? And did you have sort of any thoughts about it? Someone as accomplished as you are to go through this period of limbo.
It's obviously the last 10 days have been tough because you prepare for the whole start of the season, and but when I came here to New York, I've said from day one that I'm truly about trying to help this franchise get to where it needs to be to win a championship, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Obviously, living here now in New York, it means a lot to me. So I was just excited today to actually get back on the floor with my teammates, to get the bumps and everything. We didn't get to win, which was a little disappointing, but I'm just happy to be back.
What's that conversation like, and what's that experience like during this period of time? Like, what was your day to day like, even just away from the team? How strange must that have been?
Definitely was strange, but I was doing a lot of individual workouts, which was great. For me personally, I feel great. Like, I feel youthful as far as like my body, and don't have any injuries, and so I just wanted to make sure that I was staying ready for an opportunity whenever my number was called. Didn't get any practice days. Officially was activated today, so thrown right into the fire. But now we have a week before Minnesota, and I'm just looking forward to that. I mean, I'm just taking every day by day and making sure we can help this young team build to what we know it can be this year.
What does that say? Coach threw you right into the fire.
Well, I mean, he obviously knows the experience that I have, and I'm always ready. So it's experience. And so if you need it, I'm here. I'm ready to go. And I'm just disappointed that we got the loss, but we'll look at the film. We'll figure out what we need to do, what our coaches have to do collectively, and we'll get back to the drawing board.
Coach says you got to find scoring. I mean, obviously that's an area you might be able to help them with.
Well, sometimes you can agree or disagree with your coach. I think we have a lot of players in here that can play the game, that can score the basketball. It's just really about us getting familiar and executing when we have certain personnel that's on the floor. We have one of the best players in the world, Tina Charles. We have experience in the locker room. We have people that's capable of shooting the basketball. I think we've shown that in the preseason in the last couple of games. So for us, this is really about making sure we stay true to who we are as New York Liberty.
Swin, what did it mean to you just to see on social media the amount of outpouring? And we documented a lot of it at Excelle, but there was a tremendous amount of concern, fear, and just appreciation for the career you have already had.
It was amazing on social media. I mean, I had my moments of just kind of like my heart just palpitating, because I was just like, it's amazing to know that I've been playing for 15 years and how many people appreciate not only what I've done for the game, but also off the court. And so many people were reaching out to me. It was just so much at once. I had to just kind of take a step back and really couldn't talk to a lot of people because there's just so much going on. But then to be here for the first game and to see kind of the whole crowd going wild when they showed Piff and I on the Jumbotron. So, I mean, the love was definitely felt, and I'm just happy to be back, actually. I'm just really happy.
But is it almost like you got the best of both worlds? Like you got to experience what a lot of players don't get to experience until the end of their careers, but at the same time, now you get to keep on playing?
Well, I see the light at the end of the tunnel for me, so I understand that, I take every practice, every game very serious, because, I played the game for a really long time, and at some point it's going to be time to move on, and I'm just happy that it's going to be here in New York, and I'll be able to retire as a New York Liberty with a franchise that's so historic, and obviously one that actually cares about the players, and that means a lot to me.
Did you give any thought to this being your last year, and have you sort of mapped out in your mind, like, how you want to go about, making those plans?
It's very difficult when you're in the fire to say, the end of anything.
Sure. Well, I know Tamika said it a full 2 years out.
Yeah, I don't blame her. She took 2 years to really kind of, and now it's here, and she's like, oh my goodness, like it's here right now, and it's come so fast. But I've really just been talking to my family, to my husband, and just figure out what's best for me and for our family, just moving forward. I've played this game for 15 years. I've played basketball pretty much my whole life. I've played organized for so long. I've been a part of the union for almost over a decade. So it's going to be hard to say goodbye, but when the time is right, I'll do so.
Is there a problem with a system that forces someone as decorated and as important to the game of basketball as you are to go through a 10-day period in limbo instead of being able to be part of this team throughout?
Well, that's what we've tried to do as part of the union, is really continue to work on some of those things that have to be changed in our CBA. And to be honest with you, things sometimes don't get changed until they're brought to the forefront. And now an issue like this has been brought to the forefront. The same way I said about players being cored and not having the ability to come back to teams is another issue I brought up when I dealt with it in my career. And I'm hoping that the next CBA, now that we have new leadership on the WNBA side and also the union side, that we'll be able to fix some of these issues that you guys are all now seeing that us as players have known for a really long time.
Do you feel like it was important for the kids here today on school day who have never lived in a Swin Cash free world to see you back on the court?
It was exciting. It was really funny because, sitting at the end of the bench, usually in my seat, and you hear the kids yelling, "Hey, Swin Cash, Cash Money." They just keep making up these different names until you turn around and you wave. It was so cute. But I just appreciate it. I love Kids Days because I remember as a youngster having the ability to go and either watch a Pittsburgh Steelers game or watch a hockey game. You never know what kids are going to be inspired by you. So hopefully we inspire some kids today and they'll come back with their parents and bring the whole neighborhood.
Anything that has stood out to you during this period of time that we haven't touched on? I just don't want to be limited by what I'm asking you.
The support from my family, from my friends. I would tell you right now, I had some fans out there that were ready to ride for me. They were ready to ride to New York and figure out what is going on. And I just want to say to them, I love them very much, and I appreciate, I humbly respect each and every fan, and want them to know that I appreciate not only their support for me, but also the WNBA. I'm excited about the 20th anniversary, so I hope they are as well.
Welcome back. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate everything you do.